Starting such a great campaign on behalf of the fandom.
Great, thanks for Thank you for giving it strength, giving it voice, and spreading it via social media and via just day-to-day reference. Thank you. Yeah,
She's certainly going to pass out. Yeah, just to touch on what Taylor was saying and Jared, this, aside from the campaign and the Visha's charity and all the other things that we've all come together on, it continues to shock us. And it continues to inspire us, and it continues to be the fuel that drives us daily to come and want to talk to you guys and see you and hug you and shake your hands, and then go to work on Monday and try to produce the best show that we can and do the best job that we can because we know that it's doing something. You guys are enjoying it, and it's affecting people, and that's all the fuel we need.
My question is kind of a two-part for my kids. For battle scenes and fight scenes with the blood and gore, how hard or how fun is it to actually participate in them? And then how much blood is used?
It's equal parts hard and fun. And I want to say that means that the more difficult the fight scene is, the more fun it ends up becoming. Sometimes time constraints. We have to shoot an episode in 8 days, so we can't quite do the big fight scenes that we want. We have to kind of cut them sometimes, but we do get a chance to do fun fight scenes. I always think the one from the black and white episode, what's it called? Monster Meter. I always think the one between you and Dracula. It's fun. It's fun to watch. Statue.
Why? Because I caught an elbow?
Yes. We have another fun fight scene coming up.
I just caught another couple of shots. We just shot a fight scene on Tuesday, this past Tuesday.
Baby.
Yeah, it was. I told a few of you this. It was a fight scene involving 3 people in the back seat. Not easy.
No, not ow!
The fight scene in the back seat. So it's but when you're fighting in close quarters like that, stuff sometimes it's hard to pull punches or to hit your mark where you're trying to go. And I caught one right there in the face. That was fun. And then the other guy that I was fighting, he had a big jacket on, and it was like a puffy jacket, and he had to. It was so small of a space that he was literally just hitting me with his elbow, which I guess was better than his fist. But yeah, it was certainly some bumps and bruises from last week. But Jared's right; they're difficult because sometimes they're hard to shoot technically. But it's also sometimes the person you're fighting against is not quite as well trained as maybe Jensen or I are, and so you're constantly concerned. We had that. What was the episode? It was season 5, and there was we go to a season 5. I lost me. And we go to town, and we have to go meet up in the church, and sounds like every episode so far.
And there was a big yes, what's it called?
99 Problems.
There's a 99 Problems, yeah. And remember?
So I guess she said it.
Poindexter. Poindexter, one of our guest actors, Poindexter, was like, during the blocking of the scene, he goes, "That guy's gonna hurt me." And Poindexter, one of the guys who was like one of the guest stars on the show, sure enough, he like caught a knee because the guy was just a little out of control, you know? And so sometimes you'll do a scene, you're like, you can tell him the blocking. I knew it was gonna happen. He was trying so hard. I knew it was going to happen in the episode with Hansel and Gretel. I knew that Hansel, like, he was really into it. He's a great actor, great guy. But after the blocking, I actually went up to our stunt coordinator, Lou Bolo, and I go, "Hey, give me a cup." And Lou gave me a cup, and I took a knee to the groin. I wasn't supposed to, but Hansel was very tall, and it was kind of close quarters-ish. He was supposed to, I think, punch, knee, and he was supposed to go punch, knee, and then they called action. He got nervous, and he just did knee. So, in the punch, I was expecting to go backwards, so I was thrusting my hips forward. Backwards. So, but yeah, so sometimes they're nice, but like this scrambling over there, he's like, "Oh, no, wrong." Sorry, brother, just give me a tell.
Yes, but that being said, I would so much rather do 12 hours of fight scene filming than 12 hours of dialogue and emoting. He's the other way around.
Put the camera on me and let me cry. Where was it the other day? I was eating with our wives, and it's like Jensen, Danielle, Genevieve, and me. And I guess I had some food or something on my face. So Jensen went to pull it off because he was the closest, and he saw it. And I looked at her, and everything else, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up." It was actually like a soccer game.
Yeah. Anyway.
Picture. Yes, and
What?
blood depends. Sometimes the blood is paint, so it looks like dry blood. And thank you so much. Sorry.
Thanks. Bye.
Hi again. I was the crazy. Yeah.
Love it.
So,
We're all crazy.
I was just wondering if at like the beginning of the show, the beginning of season 1, if you guys thought that you would have such great relationships like you do now, like between you two boys and the rest of the cast and your fans.
I mean, there's no way we could have known, you know? We knew we got along, but there's a special relationship built when you see someone more than you see your wife, you know? Not many people in the backseat of the Impala special. And then, you know, we obviously had no idea who was going to come on the show and how long it was going to go, so. But we didn't know this either. I mean,
Well, the odds are against it, heavily. I mean, you read or you hear, as we know, I'm sure you guys do too, but, the actors don't get along on set, or, I just recently heard that there is a show, which will go unnamed, and leads of the show, one of the leads actually has it in their contract that they only have to spend X amount of time with the other person per day, and it's very minimal. They have it in their contract that they don't have to be around them. And it's just, so the odds are against actually enjoying the people that you work with this much, and also having it go this long. I mean, I think it was, when we shot the pilot, the very first episode, there was, I believe at the time, it was like an 86% failure rate for television series pilots. Just to get one season.
One season, 9 episodes.
Yeah, there was like an 86% failure rate. So we had already beat those odds just getting the show on the air. And then to have it go this long, as they've been saying, well, we're just no way we could predict this. There's no way we would have even expected this because odds are against it. But the fact that it happened and that we're still here today and that you guys are sitting here with us today, it's truly lightning in a bottle. So.
It's truly, it was just organic. It wasn't forced. We weren't forced to watch this show. We weren't forced to make this show. We just all kind of found it together. And like, then y'all wouldn't exist without us, but we wouldn't exist without y'all. So it's like, it's very, it's not.
Y'all.
I mean, like, I'm not even trying to piss ass. I mean, like this is, there's a hashtag SBN family is for a reason.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if you would, for the 200th episode, if you were wondering if you would have to sing or not. For Spinning Part, it was a musical number.
I thought we were going to sing.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, oh great, this is the end of Supernatural. Let's go.
You have a beautiful voice, though.
The Dean does not. Thank you, but Dean does not have a good singing voice, and that was.
Honestly, it wouldn't work for the show. If Sam and Dean were like
No,
good singers, that would be kind of contrary to saying these guys like have a grenade launcher in their trunk. Driving along the road, la 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 la.
Go ahead.
Long singer by day, hunter by night.
Thank you. Stick around, my brother Sam is following this act.
Sorry to you.
I think we got away. We got through that episode unscathed. So it was nice that they hired people to pretend to be us to sing in the musical episode of Supernatural. It took the burden off our shoulders.
I still had a funny. I was watching. Did anybody see the Saved by the Bell movie? So I was watching it, and
What?
I love Saved by the Bell. It occurred to me that at one point in time, it was two different human beings who had both played Dean were having a scene together because the girl who played Tiffany Matheson was here in the first episode, and obviously Zach Morris was Dean. So it was two Deans like having when Zach Morris was talking, or when Mark Picasso was talking to Tiffany Matheson, good characters. Hug me. You move so
I want to
fast.
hide. Where's the trap door?
Come out the other side. David Copperfield.
I have a question for you.
Yes. Bring it.
Were you a Kelly Kapowski guy or a Jesse Spano guy? Or a Lucy Turtle guy?
That's a trick question.
Or an AC Slater guy? Okay.
Lopez, he's cute. He's all muscly, he does the push-ups.
That's...
I was a Kim Kapowski guy. Come on, how did that do? Kapowski? Like it sounded... She was a fellow Pollock.
Can we please go to the next question?
You ever get fellow Pollocks in here? How did that sound? Thank you. Wait, what was the question? I forgot. Oh, that's why I forgot. I went off on a total tangent.
You did.
So first, I'd like to say that this is a really big deal for me. My birthday's in a couple days, and I've been a huge fan of you guys for the longest time. So thank you so much, and I love you guys both a lot. So
Happy
thank
early
you.
birthday.
Thank you so much. And my question is, if either of you were able to remake a movie with anybody else, what movie would you remake, and who would you remake it with?
Do we have to be in it?
No.
just seen enough of us. That's tough. Remake a movie. I would have loved to have been a part of. I would have loved to have been in The Departed. I can't really get The Departed either, but I thought that was such a cool movie. Like Heat for The Departed. I think I would have loved to have been in it. So remake it just for me. But you don't want to see me in it.
Well, you and somebody else, who would you remake it with? Like, be in the
That was like my 1-900 voice. You've reached tallpolo.com. I'm not going to repeat what you just said. What happened to the side of the speakers stays the same. It would be fun to be a part of with you.
Ooh, I like it.
There's that guy who walks by on that one scene. He was bow-legged. What are you doing? Hey, you can be that name. You can be DiCaprio.
Remake a movie. I'd probably remake. No, don't remake Batman. They've been trying to do that for years.
Never-ending story.
Yes, I remake Never-ending Story, and I would be a traitor.
You'd be a great trainer. I could be Baskin. I could just be sitting there reading a book.
Okay, moving on.
Thank you.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Hi. So, to be honest, I think I know the answer to my question because you're such genuinely good people. But if you had the choice between being a follower of heaven or the leader of hell, what would you choose?
Well, strangely, you could probably do better for humanity as the leader of hell.
I was just saying, yeah. I was like, I would be the leader of hell, and then I would bring everybody to heaven.
I would close it all down.
Yeah, just shut up shop. Just shut down, factory closed. No more souls. Hi.
Who's your favorite person to act with on the show and why? Besides Jenna.
Misha. Old Libby there? No.
He's always
We just got really muggy in here.
I mean, sometimes the scene's just totally face-planted.
Oh, thank you. Such a deal.
He's always known for the camera. It's great. Present company excluded, I really enjoy working with, I'm trying to go, you know, Jensen's fine, obviously. Not counting anybody who's any guests at this convention, I think I had so much fun working with Mitch. It was such, and I also like playing Soul with Sam, so having like, I really want to work with Mitch. And obviously, I don't even want to say it because it makes us all miss him, but Jim Beaver was. Those two guys.
Yeah, mine would be Ruby. just because he forgot to mention her, I will.
I said that's obvious.
Yes, President doesn't come excluded, and people from the convention here excluded. I mean, here's the thing: we've had a long list of really talented people, I mean, going all the way back to Jeffrey D. Morgan. Love working back. I really like this. Probably goes back to what I like the storyline so much, but Benny. Yes, it's tough to pick one. I mean, obviously, Felicia. I would say that even though there's been a ton of amazing people come through, and there's an ease and a comfortability that he and I get to share. Because we work so much together, that's really hard to duplicate and hard to beat. So, yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Hi. So I was the one that wrote the letter this morning.
Hi.
And have you guys gotten your buttons?
There's some stuff that we haven't had a chance to go
We've
through.
not just yet. We've been running around, so we haven't gotten to the letter yet.
Well, I was wondering what your reaction to them is. It's the Jensen is perfection and Jared is our Thor.
What's that? What is Jared?
Jared is our Thor.
Our Thor. Because of his hair, isn't it?
Because of these hammers.
But wait, what was that?
Jensen is perfection.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I got some extra character for right now.
Yeah, I should probably do that. I just don't want people to confuse me. Appreciate that. Let's see. Jared is our Thor. This is perfection.
You want to stop with that?
Shut
She's standing right there. Sorry. Thank you very much. I love the shirt. Great sense of humor. Thank you.
Thanks. Hi.
I was wondering. Shit, I forgot my.
Thank you very much. We can do the Jeopardy music.
What about your wives did you?
What about
What made you fall in love with your wives? What about them? Besides their looks.
I'll go first. Get it out of the way. No, too long to list, but she, obviously, I'm a pretty emotional guy, and I have things in my head that drive me up and down, and literally with anxiety and depression and whatnot. And I've struggled for a long time, and she was and is my rock. She's so... And she's really hot.
Daniil showed up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's so easy.
I'm good, man.
Hi, my name is Midori. I don't really have a question, but I just wanted
I was 7, I was diagnosed with depression. I've been suffering ever since. And it's mean a lot to me that you guys are...
You got a big room here, a big hall.
Actually help people because you make them feel like they're not alone, and you literally help me get through the day, and I can't thank you enough for that. I love you guys.
Nobody gets to bully her, not while we're around. That's okay. You know, she has a jerk written on her arm. Hey, Jared, why don't you come sit down?
I love that.
How did that get there? Oh, yes, it works. Stop telling me what to do.
It worked. I love the delay. It's the little things that excite.
And this is why they still call us the boys. True.
Love you guys.
Hi there.
Sorry, you guys just want to cry with me. You guys are so sweet.
So, it's okay.
Oh.
It's okay to cry.
I love you both, which I mean, I guess you know, since we're all here, we all love you. I know we, oh God, okay, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, okay. We got, I know people on Twitter have been seeing some really great photos from Jensen and Misha's boat trip. That was really
They haven't even released the nudes yet.
well, I guess.
Nobody was.
Stories that you guys would like to tell, and we loved the photos that we saw, and we would love to
From
see
the boat? From the boat ride?
Yeah.
Did Misha tell any?
We didn't.
Yeah, like this. So the other day. My favorite was that we hadn't seen him until today, and poor guy, he's got a little busted lip. So he walks in.
Hey, Libby.
Don't make me smile. You can't smile and read
He didn't tell any stories? Oh, that's right, he didn't. Because he probably won't yeah, that was a fun time. It was brought the whole family, all the kids running around and get on the boat. And Misha's like, I can't get inches. So it goes down in the engine, takes off the hatch, starts like checking the oil, and I just think to myself, I'm like, I wonder if he put it in neutral. And I go over and I go, there you go, buddy. And I'm like, you're driving? Oh, jeez. It was fun. There's some more stories, but I'll let him tell you from that. That was one of many. Another one did include him having to strip down and put some goggles on because we were attached to something.
Wait a second.
On the boat.
Take it in context. I'm gonna.
This is a family trip. This is a family story. But luckily we didn't have to dive underneath the boat and untangle us. I was able to reach it, so. Seriously, it was like, what was the word? It was a crab trap. And
What? But seriously, folks.
But seriously. Never mind.
That story didn't get better, it got worse.
Never mind. So I'll let him tell you.
We should strip down and put some goggles in because we were attacked. Because we had crabs. Bet you weren't expecting that.
Hey, you didn't want to get him out the grass.
Thank you very much. How do we beat that?
Hi. First, I want to say thank you so much for the Always Keep Fighting campaign. It means so much to me and all of us. And when I was doing photo ops with y'all and Misha, I gave you each a letter, and it has to do with the Always Keep Fighting campaign. And I really, really hope you read it because it means so much to me. And my actual question is, what is the most embarrassing thing y'all have done on set?
Most embarrassing thing we've done on set. I ripped my pants.
It's pretty hard to embarrass us, too. Not a lot that embarrasses us. I don't know.
Your pants ripping on set!
What? Again, this is all in the script. It's not embarrassing. No, oh, yeah. That was embarrassing. Actually, that whole thing was embarrassing. Having hair that long was very embarrassing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing?
Yeah, me probably ripping pants, and you probably the white.
Yeah.
Crab trap.
Thank you guys very much. Also, today's my 18th birthday.
Happy birthday!
You can go to a gold kissing now. Thank you very much. Very, very cool. Happy birthday.
Hi there.
Hi. So my question is, obviously the show is very angsty, but over the years, as you two have gotten closer, has it been harder for you to be Sam and Dean and fighting, and then like putting that look on your friend brother's face type thing?
I think it's easier. I think the more you get along with somebody, the easier it is to embody somebody else. Because on the odd occasion that I've had to go see somebody who wasn't my favorite person, maybe a guest star would come in and they're really, like they're mean to the hair makeup people, or I heard that they were really snobby in their wardrobe fitting or something, and I'm like, great, and then they're kind of, so that that makes it really difficult to shoot a scene. Whereas it feels comfortable with Jensen. And I try, it's also, it's a dance. I mean, in a sense, if you mess up, you need to trust your partner and go like, hey buddy, pick it up. You know? And so we both had occasions where it's like, all right, we both said that last time, like, kick me ass, but do it again, and then we can do it. So I found it easier actually to put on different hats.
Yeah, it's certainly there's an ease that has come with working together for so long. In fact, just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, we were shooting a scene driving in the Impala. It was a P&P scene, which means poor man's process, which means the car is actually not moving, it's standing still, and everything around it is moving to make it look like we're on the road. And we do these all the time. But it was like, 5.5 pages of dialogue? 2 scenes, 5.5 pages of dialogue, and we did a block shoot. So we shot both scenes this direction, and turned around and shot both scenes.
It saves on lighting setups, because lighting setups can, instead of shooting this direction, and that direction, and then back in this direction, and back in that direction, have to do a bunch of
just do both, you just run both scenes. So anyway, it was, he had a pretty lengthy dialogue day, and this was the end of this is the last stuff that we were filming that day. And we came in and just knocked it out like we've done it a million times. And I remember Tom Wright, who's directed that episode, and he's directed us many times before. He came over after we did the first take, and he was just like, he's like, I got nothing. You guys are so good. And then he just turned around and walked away, and was like, just keep doing what you're doing. So there's a comfortability that comes with having done it for so long and with the same person. That, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I was wondering what's your favorite line that your character said and why?
I lost my shoes in the when we're in the house and I fall behind you and this like the lampshade goes and you're like, Sam, like, I'm okay. You don't turn around and it's like, Sam.
I just said
Low Sodium Freaks is a fun one. What kind of house is that song? Sam tries to understand.
I wouldn't know. I actually just, I had one the other day was scripted that I'm like, oh, I hope they use it. So go back to the fight scene in the back of the Impala. So 3 people, big fight scene. So I knocked one of them out of the car, and then I'm punching the other one, and then the camera was on me, and I don't know why, I just, all of a sudden I had a Clint Eastwood moment, and I hit him the last time, and I grabbed his car, and I go, get out of my car. I only did it one, because we had to shoot it like 9 different angles, and I only said it one time, and it was on my coverage. So I don't know if they'll use it, but
Fight the fairies. There was a line I added in the Fight the Fairies episode at the end because he's a leprechaun and they pick up salt and he's just beating the crap out of me and then I finally pour salt to the ground and I was like, Bob, can I have a line? He's like, sure. And Sam just got beat up left, right, and center. And I was hoping to shop at Casey and pour out the salt here. And so I was like, why would Sam go like, why did I do this in the first place? Because he was walking in pour salt, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get beat up, but instead he just beat the crap. So I think that actually made that made the cut. Yeah, thank you. What's your favorite? It's up. These tacos taste better than school. Thank you so much.
Hi there.
Hi. So I'm a huge voiceover buff, and I know that both of you have done voiceover work. Jared specifically as Sam Winchester in the anime version of Supernatural. And then, of course, Jensen as Jason Todd, aka the Red Hood, in Batman Under the Red Hood. And I'm wondering about your experiences for differences in terms of doing voiceover acting versus being on the set of Supernatural.
Much more difficult.
Totally different experience. Totally different ballgame. It's when I did Red Hood. I was in a recording booth, looking through the glass at the director and all the technicians, and she was basically like, "Okay, let's go to line 147 and give me 3 reads." And it was like, "Hey, get out of here! Hey, get out of here! Hey, get out of here!" Okay, got that. Moving to line 147. Seriously, and we did this for like 3 hours. So, totally different ballgame when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. And I think there's different ways of doing those recorded stuff, but there was no other actors present when I was recording all of that stuff. So I didn't meet anybody else in the movie, except the director and the sound guy. So yeah, that's just a different beast altogether. It's cool, it's fun, when you see the end product, but the process of getting there is not as nearly exciting as filming an episode of Supernatural.
I did the Supernatural stuff, but they had already drawn or animated the animated cartoon, and so I had to match, and I guess it was animated for Japanese language, and so the words were completely different in English than they were in Japanese, obviously, and I had to, the timing was really difficult sometimes, because sometimes a Japanese sentence would be 5 words, and the American counterpart would be 11 words, so I kind of blast through. And sometimes the Japanese sentence would have been 12 words for the sentence, and in American it's how you doing? So, how are you? It was strange, but it was fun.
Thank you guys
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Hi. Are there any pranks that you guys have pulled that you made sure that you would be willing to share with us?
We kind of just got started.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like a constant prank. There's just constant. It's like living in a world of small pranks. Is basically.
After Richard directs, we're gonna have a long list of pranks.
Yeah, but there's constantly things like putting a pin on his seat and hoping he doesn't see it. He sits down and bleeds. There's constantly stuff. Even what was it? I changed some dialogue on you.
Oh yeah.
And you couldn't hold it together. Yeah. So that's the camera's on him, and I've got to say something, and I just say something completely outrageous, and see if he can hold it together. And
I just think so also. That's what it was. There were a couple things that happened. I was like, man, I'm gonna print that. Well, we'll see.
Oh, it was the smoothie.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're in the car doing a scene, and he's supposed to grab a smoothie, and I'm like, dude, what is that? And he just goes, and it's do it.
So I get the smoothie out. I was like, we couldn't get past, we wanted to film it, so I think it's making it to Gabriel, but we couldn't do it without laughing, because I really was like slipping the smoothie, and spitting it out because I was laughing. We were trying to hit 2-3, triple take or something like that.
Yeah. I couldn't, it was 1, 2, and then we'd lose it. And they're like, oh, you know, we got this. Meanwhile, everybody outside, like, the grips are still running with the lights, and they're like, what's this? Is part of the scene? I don't know. Just keep going. They're still, and we're just in the garden, just jacking around. Cameras are rolling. And we're like, let's see if we can make it 3 takes.
So a lot of fun like that, like Zach. But certainly there will be some pranks from Mr. Spade.
Thank you.
Wow. I didn't see that. Stand here.
You said Franks, right? Like hot dogs?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like your son.
Like welcome to the show?
Right. Yeah, all beef hot dogs. Franks.
Jared asked Richard before he went on if he had
There'll be a lot of hot dogs.
life insurance policy.
But he was dead serious. And this is after Misha's debacle, and I'm like, Jared, man, he really cares about me. You know, he knows we've got a family. He's like, hey, man. Or maybe he's selling something on the side. I don't know. Like Amway. And he's like,
Amway salesman on the side.
Yeah.
you know, Phil Collins.
You know a good life insurance policy? And I came in like, oh, I'd love to know about a good, maybe get a better rate.
And I'm like, yeah, I do. Why? And he's like, I'm gonna come to direct, and we're gonna do this. I didn't know it's not important. It's not even good. It's just be sure you pay your premium. And, I think, okay.
Pay your life insurance before you go to direct.
Jensen's like threatening to pranks and takes back. Jared threatened to kill me. That's the life insurance policy only kicks in if I'm not mistaken.
Presumably.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna let the hair out of your tires.
Yeah.
Jared's like, I'm gonna choke you out.
I'm gonna dress you up.
Because I know you can't do what Oscar did.
I'm gonna paint you up like Oscar can kick your ass.
We all know that's not true.
I know what you're gonna do.
Here, hold this lime grenade.
And let's see Rich side the Oscar thing. Get over here. Like that. Get down with it.
You just paid me squat. I was looking so forward to directing until right now. But now I'm not.
It's still awesome that you think you're gonna direct.
It's not true. I did reach out. I was like, hey guys, in the production, I love the idea of the story you're preaching. Is there a chance, like, wouldn't it be fresh and fun not to have the boys in the episode? Wouldn't that be an interesting take? I mean, I'm watching. I'm tuning that one. They're not in the show? Okay, you got me.
I'm interested.
Yeah, man. I'm over.
Yeah, Misha tried that too.
How'd that go?
Not good. And I think he actually has an insurance guy to talk to.
Okay. and probably a dry cleaners I need to consult as well.
Yes.
This is my darkest moment and gladdest hour because we're towards the end of the panel, but it also means it's time for the last question.
It's last question. It's last question. It's last question. It's last question. Hey! It's last question. It's last question. It's last question.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
How are you?
This is Christina. Christina, welcome, Christina.
Are you nervous?
Yes?
Are you uncomfortable?
No?
I don't know, it's a weird mix. You're nervous but not uncomfortable.
She said yes. And
Just describe Rob's high school experience, by the way. Good, as long as you're uncomfortable, my work here is done. Gentlemen?
Well, I was just wondering if Misha wasn't on the show anymore, how would that affect you guys?
aww.
Greatest day ever?
Yeah. Win-win.
Luckily, I don't think there will ever be a day Supernatural goes on without Michelle. That having been said, he doesn't do every single episode. So the joyous occasions when we don't have to film with him are just that, joyous occasions.
And with him on the show, it gives us more time away from the show.
Yeah.
Like for example, episode 8.
The next episode that he does.
Just throwing it out there.
In all honesty, I hope y'all know we love each other. We just razz him because we know I love him too.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said you're my favorite.
That's what I thought.
Comedy elbows.
All right, and that was the last question. What?
We need a Jared favorite, so.
And that was the last question.
The last question.
It was the...
That was the last question. That was the last question.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jensen and Jared Padalecki. Thank you, guys.